What is the difference between the Rubicon and the Rubicon X? Well, today I'm going to give you the breakdown. Introducing the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon versus the Rubicon X. We've steadily been making our way through the 2024 Jeep Wrangler lineup, but we've had a lot of questions regarding the new Rubicon X trim that they have. A lot of people are wondering what are the real differences. So today, to make things as clear as possible, if you're purchasing or you're just interested in knowing, I'm going to give you the breakdown between the Rubicon and the Rubicon X. First, I'll refresh you on the new standard equipment for the 2024 Rubicon from the new features for the refreshed design. From there, we'll dive into the initial differences from the tops to the seating before I break down the Rubicon X 24 wide package contents. And finally, I'll end off the video comparing the features and answer the most important question: which Wrangler is the better value? To kick off this video, I want to introduce the Jeep Wrangler's newest color for 2024, which is Anvil, which you can see on this two-door Rubicon that we have on display here. Now, this color is a clear coat that has replaced the ever popular Stingray. So if you were looking to get something similar like that, Stingray has been discontinued for 2024, but you can get Anvil, which is similar but has more of a bluish tinge to the paint color, unlike the Stingray, which was a flat gray. So that is available right now, not only on the Rubicon, but we also have it available on our other Jeep Wranglers. So if you're interested, make sure you hit the link at the top of the description below if you're from Canada, so you can browse our inventory. But let's get to what else is new for the Rubicon. I've already mentioned in our other videos the new redesigned 7-slot grille, the 12.3-inch touchscreen with Uconnect 5, the standard Corning Gorilla Glass, and of course the all-new integrated antenna into the front windshield. Now let's talk about the standard equipment first, because it's the same on the Rubicon X. First things first, we have to talk about engine choices. Now, before I get into that, I want to amend that the manual transmission is available on the Rubicon and actually on the Sports as well, but you have to put in a factory order. At least that's the way it's looking on our end for building and ordering. This is what's coming in. But I did make a new short, if you want to go check that out, that Canada has now released the 3.6 liter Pentastar engine choice for the Sports and the Sahara. So that is coming to Canada now. They were prioritizing the 2-liter turbo, but now you have that option, so if that's something you're interested in. The Rubicon and the Rubicon X, for either the 6-speed manual or the 8-speed auto, sport the 3.6 liter Pentastar VVT V6 engine, which is the tried and true engine that came before the young 2-liter turbo. A trailer tow and electrical group which equips your Jeep with 4- and 7-pin wiring harness, a Class 2 hitch receiver, and 4 auxiliary switches comes standard, along with the LED lighting group that tags on LED tail lamps, fog lamps, and reflector headlamps. The hype surrounding the standard equipment on the Rubicon centers around the Dana M220 wide full floating rear axle. The full floating axle setup means it functions only to transmit the rotational torque from the differential out to the wheel, and unlike a semi-floater, doesn't carry the weight of the vehicle. So what does this really mean? Well, the full floating axle is typically an aftermarket for Rubicon buyers. Now that it's standard, off-roaders can upgrade their wheels and tires, and they'll appreciate the additional strength. And if you're towing, your capacity on the 3.6 liter means max towing of 5,000 pounds. Now here's the part where we hit one of our main differences between the Rubicon and the Rubicon X, and I have a feeling some people are going to be a bit upset about it. If you want leather face seats for your Rubicon, well, tough luck. You'll have to upgrade to the Rubicon X, because both the 2-door and 4-door Rubicon models come with only black cloth bucket seats for seating choice. And another feature you'll have to consider, the Rubicon standard top comes in the form of the black Sunrider soft top, so you'll have to tag on the black Freedom hard top or dual top group to get the hard top added onto the Rubicon by itself or paired with the soft top. The Rubicon X, however, comes with a body color Freedom hard top that comes standard in the 24Y Rubicon X package. So this is great to have, especially if you're from Canada, where we experience the full 4 seasons. So we've already hit 2 major feature differences. The Rubicon X nixing the cloth and only including Napa leather face black bucket seats with power 8-way adjustable seating with 4-way power lumbar adjust for both driver and front passengers. Mostly all the equipment you can get on the Rubicon X, you can tag on to the Rubicon. But the question today that we're going to break down is it worth it to get the Rubicon X over the Rubicon? So before we break down at the end comparatively, I want to talk about all the equipment that comes on the Rubicon X. Right out the gate, the Rubicon X does get the full-time 4-in-1 Rock Track HD 4-wheel drive system, as opposed to the part-time standard on the Rubicon. A full-time 4-wheel drive system lets you adjust torque delivered to each individual wheel as needed, which means you can use it on any road condition as it's on all the time. And the other standard on the Rubicon X, your premium cabin package insulates your Jeep with the acoustic front glass, thicker carpet, and additional sound deadening foam in the windshield header, front cowl, and B-pillar. This NVH package, which improves the noise, vibration, and harshness, or NVH, minimizes sound as you travel off-road or on the highway. Now, I mentioned how the wide, full-floating rear axle helps with upgrading your wheels, but if you want everything bundled in to your hot ride, you may want to consider picking up a Rubicon X because it comes with the Extreme Recon 35-inch tire package. The Recon package is an entire suite of upgrades that improve your performance and prep the X from the factory to house those whopping 35-inch tires with wheel flare extensions. This package also includes performance 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes, a Mopar hinge gate reinforcement, and a 4.56 rear axle ratio. Now, that Recon package tags on these 17-inch machine wheels with black pockets. So if you do like this, you can obviously tag on the Recon package to the Rubicon, but if you just want to upgrade your rims, you have just the singular option that you can just upgrade your rims onto this. So if you like that look, you do have a little more flexibility with how you want to option out the Rubicon. Okay, so we talked about the power Nappa leather seats and the body color Freedom hardtop, but what else comes included in the Rubicon X package? For one thing, steel bumpers are standard on the Rubicon X, and the only way to get these on the Rubicon is to include the steel bumper and winch group. Now, as fantastic as the all-new factory installed and warranted Bourne winch is, that has an 8,000 pound capacity, if you just want the steel bumpers on the Rubicon, this is the only way you're going to get them. Your Uconnect 5 also gets an upgrade with navigation, along with some other tech upgrades, including Alpine premium sound system, your ParkSense rear park assist system, and of course, your integrated forward-facing off-road camera. You'll have to include the convenience group on the Rubicon, but for the X, heated seats and steering wheel are included, along with a leather-wrapped park brake handle and a shift knob. I mentioned that most of the equipment that you can get on the Rubicon X, you can get on the Rubicon, but right out the gate, you're going to have to understand that you're not going to be able to get leather or power seats for your Rubicon. So if that's something you're interested in, you're going to have to look aftermarket. But in an effort to compare apples to apples, I've built the 2024 Rubicon in Anvil with a black Freedom hardtop, the technology, convenience, safety, steel bumper and winch group, and finally the Extreme 35-inch Recon package to compare to the 2024 Anvil Rubicon X with no additional features. And the verdict? Canadians, you're looking at about a $420 difference. So that means if you're looking for the Nappa leather, the powered seats, and the NVH system, you may as well upgrade to the Rubicon X. So why do a Rubicon then? Well, maybe you're not interested in getting the Extreme Recon package. Maybe you want to put on your own wheels, and also maybe you don't want the leather, so the cloth may be for you. So you can get all the features that you would really want on your Rubicon on a normal Rubicon without having to go up to the X. That being said, for those looking to go right out the gate with the top tier and the wheels to match, for a $420 difference, I have to say the Rubicon X is probably the better bang for your buck. So what do you think? You think they should have made a Rubicon X or keep it with the Rubicon? Drop a comment, I want to know. Leave a like, make sure you subscribe because nobody beats the deal from Peel.